Guys, what a very special treat that we have for you today. I'd like to welcome you back to Star Trek The Cruise 7, Day 7, as we're actually getting ready to wrap up, which is kind of sad because it's been a remarkable week. You will absolutely recognize Dr. Noor, who was here with us just a short bit ago.
Maybe a little bit less so.
Yeah, he's got some makeup done from the same guy who did our makeup earlier in the week, so very, very cool. And Star Trek Picard Season 1 Baddie, Peyton List is here. Hello, how are you?
Hey, good. How you doing?
So, crazy story. We're just kind of walking around the hallway today. We run into Dr. Noor, who, by the way, asked how the video is going that we posted about biology in Star Trek. And we started having a conversation. Miss Peyton is there and says, "Oh, Fleet Command, I play that game." And what a small world, right? On a starship, on a Star Trek cruise. What a small world that people are playing our game. So she says, you know what? I have questions. There's no better way than to just invite her to sit down. And we are going to do a Q&A with Dr. Noor and Peyton List. And crazy enough, through the marvel of engineering here, we have actually logged in to Miss Peyton's account. All right. By using Scopely ID. We are in Peyton's account. She is Ops 34. And you said you've been playing for a long time, right?
Yeah, a while. Like almost 5 years.
She's a 5-year anniversary player, joined in 2019. And so this is her account, level 34. You are admittedly a complete free-to-play. You've never spent any money on the game.
I've never spent $1.
Not $1. No. You are a grinder. You like to
Patience.
grind. That's right.
Patience.
So we are logged into the account, and she says that she has questions. The thing is, as a free-to-play Ops 34, she probably has a lot of the same questions that you guys have. So we decided to sit down together and do a few minutes of Q&A in Star Trek Fleet Command with Peyton List and Dr. Noor. So let's begin with your questions. You said that you had questions all kinds about territory capture, wave defense, the whole thing. So just start. Where would you like to look first?
All of it, because I missed whenever territory capture was introduced. And anytime I tried to learn it myself, I got completely lost. And then it would be really dependent on when the territory capture events were going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then it would be happening, but it would be happening really fast, it felt like. And then anytime I tried to do it when it wasn't going on was a disaster. I just get killed in literally 2 seconds.
So, first with territory capture, it definitely benefits, well, you have to have an alliance. Unfortunately,
I've been kicked out of alliances.
You evil, mean people on Peyton's server did the same thing that you did to Dr. Noor, and you guys kicked them out while they've been on this cruise. So she has no alliance. So the first thing we would do is get you a tag. All right.
Okay.
However,
can we be in the same alliance?
So you guys are on different servers, right? They're on different servers.
Okay.
Yes, you guys live in different game universes.
We can't move servers.
Cannot move servers, not yet. But see, Scopely, even they want to move servers.
We do, Scopely, please.
Make it happen. All right, so what we would want to do is take a look down here at your territory capture map. And what we could do, potentially, is ask to join another alliance, somebody who's on the map, or form an alliance with some other players to get on the map. But you're right, those times happen only in 30-minute increments once every 7 days.
That's my problem.
Yeah, your schedules are crazy, right? Mm-hmm. So to get onto the map requires you to be available. Look at that. She lives in Romulan space.
Deep in Romulan space.
Irony?
No,
right.
not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Territory space all the way down here. So your map is pretty active. And, of course, I said that we were going to not reveal her server, but the fact that we show the territory map is going to show alliances on her server. That's so, can you blur those out?
We'll see.
All right, we'll do that. All account names have been changed to protect the innocent as well. Anyway,
or the bad at the game.
What we're doing is we're taking a look at some of these territories that are up here. 1 star is where you would start. There's 1, 2, and 3 star. Mm-hmm. So you would start by taking over or attacking a 1-star territory. If you joined an alliance that already owned one, then you just naturally get their benefits. But if you had your own alliance who decided that you were going to challenge another alliance to take one over, then it becomes a game of war, right? And that's where you said you fly in and you die super quick.
Yeah.
So one of the best advantages that you have as a free-to-play player is speed.
Okay.
All right? And the best ship in the game is the very first ship you ever got. All right? That is going to be your Rialta. It is a very small, teeny tiny ship.
I may have, did I scrap
I was thinking
it
I might
for
scrap mine too.
materials?
I may have scrapped mine too.
She scrapped a Rialto. That's
I think
all right.
I did too, actually.
You know what?
I mean, I think we're going to go back to it.
I need to conserve. You know, when you need every resource available to you,
Yep.
it was all about recycling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I hear
here's
you,
what
I
we
hear
will
you.
do for you guys
We can build a new one.
as our very special friends of the show. We will grant you each one free new Rialto.
Yay.
Okay.
Great.
So the
Thank you.
Rialto is one of the best tools because it's free to repair.
Okay.
Yeah,
but
that's
it's
right.
also crazy fast.
Oh,
It's
true.
faster than every other ship in the game except for one. So if you've got a speed crew on that, which we can talk about officers in a moment, but just having that and just running around will accumulate your points and you
Okay.
can avoid dying. Well, on the other hand, if you do die, it's a free repair. Okay. Doesn't even take speed ups.
Right.
So we were talking about speed ups a little bit ago.
Yeah.
It doesn't take any resources, no speed ups. It was the first ship in the game, and it's one of the best ones for territory capture. As you
I was gonna
level
say, I could
up,
jump there with the Discovery, but
then it dies.
then it dies. Great.
Then it dies.
Yep.
So if you are parked in one of these low-level systems around here, in some of these,
That's where I go to mine sometimes.
in some of these low-level systems here, then you can warp into a level 1 system, usually within a few seconds, and be there so that you can score your points in territory capture. So that brings up the next question of mining. You are still mining. You said that one resource in particular becomes really painful, but it's different for both of you, which is really interesting,
Yeah. Well, because I'm Romulan, ore is really easy to come by.
right?
Crystal, impossible because it's hoarded by these horrible Klingons.
That's me. I'm hoarding the crystal. I've
He's got
tons
all the
of crystal. I especially don't have gas, though I can occasionally get ore, but those Romulans
Well, we
come
could
after me
team
quick,
up and
too.
go into the Federation and go get the
true.
gas.
That's
yeah.
true.
Both baddies teaming
Yeah.
up against the Federation. I sense a movie happening here, all right?
I love it.
Fantastic. All right, so territory capture in a nutshell is all about speed and point accumulation.
Okay.
What other questions do you have about Star Trek Fleet Command?
We need to go into my missions.
Yeah.
Missions.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, so we'll hop over into the missions tab where she's got a handful here.
I collect as many as I can to then have them available to me
Yeah.
when I'm able to do them. Like you see,
That's
I
brilliant.
have
Yeah.
ones that I still need so many more levels before I can even attempt them.
Absolutely. And
But
that is
why-
exactly the right way to do it. Go ahead.
Why does it want me to scrap one of my ships when it reaches level 10? Because I can barely get it above level 6.
So let's see if we can find which one that is. And it could just be a later ship because scrapping actually becomes a very integral part of the game for
Okay.
resource management later on.
And I'm getting trouble for scrapping my Rialto?
The Rialto is a very valuable ship because of its speed.
Yeah.
All right, so it's just one of those about which ship you want to scrap. For example,
irreplaceable ship. You cannot get it again.
Yeah, I was just
we'll
looking
have
at
They
that
didn't
too.
tell me
yeah, I was
that.
just
Yeah,
trying to
well,
find where I could get it.
You know what?
Oh,
Now,
I was
what's-
I'm sure I've got the blueprint somewhere.
Yeah,
super
no.
funny about that.
Not
That
that.
was actually a bug way back in the day.
Oh.
They let people scrap the Rialto.
Yeah.
But it wasn't able to be replaced. So at that time, they went back through and you could file a service ticket and they replaced you. They refunded you your Rialto.
Oh, wow.
We
okay.
missed that.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
missed
that's
that.
all right.
Yeah.
We
That's
will
gone.
make sure that you guys get your Rialtos
Thank
back.
you.
However,
I can
later,
make a fortunate.
later in the
Yeah.
game, it actually becomes a part of the economy to build up a ship, scrap
Oh.
it, because then it provides you the next generation of materials. So you, for example, you're talking about some of the 2-star ships.
Yeah.
You can build those, max them, and scrap them to earn 3-star crystal.
Yes.
Which
But I think it's
is-
my outlaw ship that it wants me to scrap. And I'm
Stella.
like, yes, my Stella.
Right here. Scrap the Stella after upgrading it to level 10. And that's what we're looking at right here. If you guys can see on your screen, this is the mission she's talking about. So, crazy enough, Stella, the outlaw loop, is one of the loops that's probably the least favorite among the player base.
Okay.
It's in the blitz.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
fun.
that being said, the Stella is a ship that is meant to be maxed and scrapped because every single time you do it, it becomes stronger. So
okay.
it's like you max it up, you tear it down, you do it better, and you do that.
Kind of like mint plants in your backyard.
Yes.
You tear
I
them down,
have-
they grow back better.
That's right. So when you scrap the Stella, it just like what would have happened with Rialta comes
Yeah.
back and gives you the blueprints again, and you start again, but it comes up and it's stronger this time.
It just took me so long to get
It
there.
does.
The idea of scrapping it
Exactly.
feels like throwing away 2 years of my life.
Exactly.
Yes. So, and that is actually the way a lot of players feel, that the Stella loop is so difficult up front. Once you get through it a little bit, it does become quicker. I have maxed and scrapped probably 14 or 15 Stellas now.
Wow. How did you build that many? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, well, because the first one's the hardest.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
After
fair.
you get the first one, then it becomes easier
true.
and easier
That's
and
a fair
easier.
point.
Also, it's a challenge because, again, your people are terrible to you, but you need your alliance. Because in
Right.
order to get the materials to
Yeah.
max your Stella,
Yeah.
you have to run a lot of armadas.
Yeah.
I think that's where I'm stuck. I think there's like a material I couldn't figure out how to get
Okay?
while playing for free. And I didn't know which missions or what things I had to do. It was clearly specific. And
So-
I needed that in order to.
What we would do originally, this is outlaw space,
Right.
Right underneath
Yep.
the Federation space. So you would take your Stella. The loop, as we refer to it, is the process of what you would have to do. You would take the Stella. You would come into outlaw space and grind out these security keys. The security keys, when they load, because we are still on ship's Wi-Fi, the security keys would be earned by killing these exchange transports, and that's
Yeah.
what these are
Yep.
right here.
Yep.
These security keys.
What level are those?
They start out at 27.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, with an early level Stella, you absolutely can do it with
Yeah.
with the right.
You can get
crewing.
it in the purple space too,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, that's
Like
exactly
in the-
right.
yeah.
Right
Yeah,
over
okay,
here, you
good.
can get those in the purple space as well. That
look at
is
that.
the augment space there.
Right.
Augment
So
space.
once we get some of those security keys in your refinery, there's a tab.
I also hoard that as much as I can because it takes like 12,000 or 24,000 to.
It's not in a tab. It's not in the refinery. It's in the faction store, isn't it? Outlaw.
Outlaw,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, look, she knows better than I do. I haven't played
I play this game.
I haven't played this loop in a little while because the Stella is so terrible.
Oh.
So
It is not. You were the first to max it. You routed it. So
I did like it.
Yeah, so
Maybe
go
I'm
back
just
3 years.
okay. I'm bored
Okay.
with it now. That's what it is. I finished that loop.
Okay, so I've spent it
inside-
recently because I am under 12,000.
That's right. So
Yeah.
you would spend those security keys over here. This is going to provide you with the directives. All right.
Right.
Let's see. That's data. Still not in the right spot. Oh, here it is. Augment. Right in here. So you would earn reputation. She's max reputation in the Augment store. Very nice.
Wow. good for you.
Congratulations.
I'm nowhere near that. That's awesome.
All right, very good. Here's outlaw space where we were in the right spot. So we've got here's where you can claim your Stella blueprints once you scrap them. And over here you can earn directives. Here we go. We were in the right spot. So you spend those security keys, which you are right
I'm
there.
close.
Yeah, you only need 12,000.
Yeah.
You've got 11,000.
Oh, wow.
I'm like one push away from getting another chest.
There you go. So you would earn the directives. Then you and your teammates would go and run these armadas.
But when I keep getting kicked out of alliances,
You hear this, people?
I can't go do it.
You can't keep kicking the movie stars out of your alliances. What's wrong with you?
I think I need to be a better player.
So yeah, once you have that, then you start redeeming right here for the uranium.
Right.
So when you are able to run the alliance, the armadas with your team, which she has run because she's got some loot. When you earn that loot, you earn the uranium. The uranium is what you use to increase the strength of the Stella. All right, that's how you would max it. So I definitely wouldn't encourage you to max it at the level 10 that it says you could, because like you say, you want to build it up and get
Yeah.
the max benefit out of it.
Yeah.
So you would want to spend a little bit more time and
That's
get
not
that
where
up.
you take it to.
20 to 25, I think, is where most people said that it was like a
Level 20.
good
Level
good
20
spot.
and then scrap and
and
start
then
again.
scrap
And
it,
start again.
start again.
Oh,
I
shit.
never would have known that.
Yeah.
Tip of the day.
Yep.
There you go. Level
Take
20,
it.
25, somewhere in there.
Okay.
Because it doesn't require the next generation of resource, which becomes rare uranium,
Mm-hmm.
which is harder to get. So we want to get a couple of them with the uncommon under our belt.
Okay.
All right. So Outlaw space right there. That is that loop and how you can get your Stella moving in the right direction. One other nice little helpful tip in your missions, because you say you like to grab them all and make sure that you've got them so later on you can come back to them.
Yes.
There is an archive feature so that you can take a mission that you're not ready to do right now and you can throw it into your archive so it doesn't clutter up your page.
It's just made me so nervous in the past that I'll never be able to find it again, so I just leave it.
And we
Yeah,
can do
fair,
that
fair.
coming right down below.
Okay. I like
and
it.
that little button, that comes back into your archive
Okay.
where everything is
Oh,
there. and you can pull
archive.
it- yeah,
I did
you
not
can
know
pull them
about
back
that.
out. All right. And you can keep up to, I think it's now up to 100. Used to be 50.
So you would archive the Klingon missions
Right.
until you're done with Romulan, and then bring it back in.
I feel like I've still been playing some Klingon missions, but it's been to a disadvantage. Yeah.
That's right.
I just take the hit that I get. Like, I play the mission, and then it, like, hurts my Romulan reputation, but I'm like, guys, don't worry, I'll
You
get
know
it
what?
back.
I want to look at that. I want to see what her reputation is.
God.
Let's
Oh,
see.
God.
No, that's really good. So check us out. She is negative 2 million, which you would expect in a single, but she's got 50 million.
Wow.
Is that good?
Excuse me?
51 million ROM rep.
So
Do you
you're
struggle
already
with your
faction
dailies?
No.
Yeah, you're faction locked.
No, but I mean, struggle with my dailies. Like, I have to do almost everyone I possibly can in order to hit, like, my
Well, let us
bonuses.
teach you about dual faction grinding.
I do not want to
Okay.
teach dual faction grinding. She's 50 million rep. That would be a
That's
lot.
amazing.
That would be a lot undone. Let's take a look at
Well,
your
I
dailies real
just
quick.
I just moved to certain things that I can't do, like mine 4-star materials or resources.
Right.
So I can't do those to hit my daily. I need to do like all of my swarms.
Oh, yeah, the swarms.
Mm-hmm. I do like my cloaked
Wow.
assassin. I have
so
to do
you have
almost
actually you have ground really, really well. You've ground yourself kind of beyond
Good job.
50 million is
My jaw's open.
all right. Now you guys, you know she's playing at 50 million reps. You've been grinding.
Yeah.
You've been grinding. So there is a point where you can actually grind a little bit too much because
done that?
For example, like you have 4-star mining missions now.
Which I can't do.
You can't do your
Yeah.
hostile daily missions are to kill level 41s and 42s.
Which is
My
really
gosh.
hard
I
for
bet.
me.
Holy
Yeah.
moly.
really, really hard to do because you don't have access to that space. Freebooters
I can get
are-
there in one Klingon star system.
Let's see.
There's one Klingon star system where I can
Oh, right
hit the
near the
40s and
border?
41s. Yeah.
Yeah. Up in the border ones
But
are
it's
the best,
really
though.
hard.
Yeah.
So Tygo Core has 40s.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to remember where the 41s are in lower space.
Hopefully freebooter, but could you get there yet?
Let's see what freebooters look
But
like.
even my strongest ship, it goes almost to dead just to get
wow.
one.
Just to get one? Oh,
yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah. So I'm
That's so
repairing
well, and
repairing
freebooters would
repairing.
only work with that swarm research, not
Maybe
the swarm,
we should
but
help her
the.
with grinding on what crew to put on her best ship. What do you?
She can't get to the hostile.
But even in Tiger Core, it's one and done for Tiger Core portion.
No,
I have no
she has
idea
to
what
hit
they're saying.
41s and
Very much
42s.
That's your water, buddy.
Tygo Core only goes up to 40. Yeah, she's maxed ROM rep for her ops level.
Okay, so what's the next step in her game? Capital traders.
No, those stop at
I love that you
I
stumped
love that
them.
I've stumped them.
Yes, exactly.
Like,
That's just what I was
They
saying.
are
I love that.
49. Capital traders could work.
Yeah. What's her best ship?
What is your best ship? Let's look.
What's my best ship? Is
Best
it
ship.
my Gladius?
A tier 5 Gladius.
It's pretty sweet looking.
It's really
That
good looking.
is.
I loved the Centurion until I saw the Gladius.
So tier 5 Gladius, which is why you say that Crystal is the bane of your existence.
It's the bane of my existence.
Because Gladius is a crystal hog. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Like
on a tier
2,000
5
plus.
Gladius,
Oh my God.
all right,
Yeah.
boy, this is throwing me back. A tier 5 Gladius in a capital city system. That would be,
What crew do you use when you're fighting hostiles?
yeah, when you are grinding, you're 50 million rep.
You
What
want
do
to
you
pull it
use?
up? You should be able to pull it up
I'm
there.
constantly swapping out because I'm using one guy for distance because I can't get into certain stars. Like he gives me extra
Extra warp range.
warp
That's right.
range, so I need them. And then I've tried to like get the bonus from using people from a similar crew that like
Yeah.
on the bridge.
Synergy, we call that.
Synergy.
Synergy.
I wonder if a Gladius can do a capital city trader
The PMP.
with a PMC, a light trader.
So let's show you.
Let's
5
try
combinations.
this.
Okay.
All right, we're going to try this. All right.
By the way, I've
so-
never figured out the best way to assign my crew. So
Yeah, same.
If you,
Same.
I cannot
Same.
figure it
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
So
I put people in
there
there
are
just
a couple
people keep
of
the numbers like
presets.
our numbers higher.
The numbers going up. Yeah.
There are a couple of presets where you can save a couple that you like.
Okay.
Let's start with Pike, Moreau, and Chen. This crew is one of your default officer grinding crews.
Okay.
It provides the most damage reduction while maximizing the output of the ship and maximizing your defense capabilities. Down here on the lower deck, we're also going to look and see what kind of lower deck officers we've got. Let's see. Baddie.
I've got Boimler in there.
You do have Boimler in there for mitigation, so let's see what we can do with some extra stats. We'll throw Grush under here. Get your stat bonuses up a little bit. Looking good. And I think I would probably replace Boimler as well.
He's out.
Is your character in the game?
No.
Oh, okay. That's
No.
too bad.
You have Khan on an active away mission. Look at
Well,
you.
he's probably back by now.
Okay, let's.
sure he's back by now.
Let's go see if we can
Everyone's
free
back.
up Khan.
With the ship Wi-Fi, I have not tried playing because I thought it would just be
Yeah.
So we can collect
asking
these
too
for
much.
you.
Oh, please collect. You did?
Oh man.
I think yours is better here than mine in my room. It's not very fast.
So we're going to see if we can find Khan. We'll free this up.
Oh my god, I got so many Romulan credits. That's
Yeah,
very important
some
to
of
me,
these-
so I can
some
get
of
the
these are
auger. Sorry. These are my priorities.
The auger is an amazing ship.
I want the
have been
auger.
preaching about the power of the auger for 5 years. All right, the auger is the best G3 ship, I think.
That's what I use all the way up.
It is a massively awesome grinding ship.
These are very successful away missions, I'm just pointing out.
Yeah.
You're doing pretty good here.
Thank you. Did you see how much ore I got
Yeah.
there? Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so
Saru.
I must have missed
I saw Saru.
Khan somewhere, but we've definitely freed him up. So let's come back out. Khan is an amazingly strong officer, as you
Okay.
would expect. So he's got great stats, and we're going to throw him. Man, we are so close to getting another bonus.
By the way, you can, all of these guys are upgradable. I just save it for when I'm going to get the max
Yeah.
reward for upgrading them.
Which is extremely intelligent gameplay. We teach that. Yeah, that's exactly the right way to do it. The way we teach it is don't do anything without being paid for it.
Right.
Yeah,
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
So if there's an event that's
Yeah.
going to promote you or reward you for promoting officers or upgrading buildings or upgrading ships, should always do it at that time. And that's
That's why
the
they're
best time
all
to do
green
it.
arrowed.
That's right. So let's save this preset for you. And that
Okay.
way, anytime you want to come in and do hostile grinding, you've got this
Where
hostile.
was that preset?
This preset is right here on this
Okay.
little
Oh,
button
I've
right
never
there.
Yeah,
seen
I've
that
never seen
before.
that.
Yep,
Wow.
that will
I'll try
allow
it on my
you
phone.
to save certain crew combinations so
Okay.
that you can easily recall those in the future. All right, so we're going to take Pike, Moreau, and Chen out on a Tier 5 Gladius to a capital city system, right? That's where we're going. And you presumably have been killing the Federation ships, right? You got 50 million ROM reps, so you've probably been killing the feds.
Mostly Klingons.
Mostly. You've done 50 million rep killing Klingons, which is also crazy
That's
impressive.
amazing.
It could have been double. Because the Federation pays you double the Romulan rep as the Klingons do.
Yeah.
Really?
So in the
Oh.
game, there's the three primary factions.
Okay.
Romulan benefits the most by Federation death. All right. Klingons benefit the most by Romulan death.
Sorry.
And Federation benefits the most from Klingon death. So it just kind of goes in the triangle.
All right, so I'll be
see.
going into Federation space.
So
from now
we
on.
should kill the feds if you're boosting your ROM rep. Now, that being said, your ROM rep is already super healthy, so
Yeah.
it wouldn't necessarily be a bad time to start working on a second reputation. That way it will also give you...
I always wanted to know if you could do that, but I never figured out if you could.
You
Yeah.
can, and that will also open up other ships that you can build. And you said you're a ship collector.
I'm a ship collector, and also, but there's systems where it's locked, and you have to complete this mission in order to unlock that system. But then when I looked online, it was something I had to do if I was part of a different faction.
And you can start doing that because there are locks. So when we look at your factions here, and that's why we were so impressed a moment ago with what you've done here with your ROM rep, there is a Romulan, all three of them lock at 10 million, so that makes it, that's kind of the first objective, is
Okay.
to get to 10 million.
10 million is their new floor.
Okay.
Yeah, so we would end up undoing some of this, work on the Romulan rep, but already you're at the point where you can't do those dailies. So dropping it back down, not necessarily a bad thing.
Right.
So, for example, if
Oh,
you
is
wanted...
that what raised it? Because I thought it was by the level that raised my...
So there's
okay.
brackets
Okay.
in the reputation that continue to raise those requirements, and you have gone beyond what's expected of an Ops 35 player.
Special grinder.
I know, you are a big-time grinder. That's awesome. So you would be locked. Even if you went and killed all the Romulans that you could, you would still be locked.
Why would I do
at-
that?
There is no reason, because Romulans are great.
Yeah,
but,
that's exactly right.
Why
Yeah, to
would you
kill
do
them.
that?
Still.
So that you can build extra ships.
Yeah, but
in
I
the
wouldn't be
game.
able to sleep at night.
Oh.
You could do ROM and do Federation.
That's right.
Federation kills Klingons primarily.
So the first
Which
time...
I'm very comfortable with.
That's
Yeah.
right. The first time I went through it, I killed all Klingons, And that way I was able to dual grind my Federation and my Romulan. So, and that would allow me to build Federation ships. So,
Okay.
let's go, instead of going to the Federation space, let's go to Klingon space. We'll go to Kronos, and we're going to try to kill a capital city trader. Now, these traders in here are, at your level in the game, the highest hostile that you can defeat. They are ops or level 49, which
Can
means
I
they
kill
would
them?
still. We're going to see. I think they.
I don't.
Crewing
really
is
high.
it is really
That's
high.
really.
We
I will
might
be
not make it.
amazed if you can hit them.
I might
'cause-
try a time or two. There's
try
a because there's a
Do you
couple
guys?
of things we
do you
can try.
want to use one of? I've got plenty of.
She's got exocomms.
I've got exocom like boosters, but you've already have you already left? Did
So
you
the
need to-
combat ones
Yeah.
you can activate on the fly. It's only the station and the galaxy ones that you have to
I've
be
been
docked.
playing it safe and activating everything and then leaving. Yeah.
Yeah, and that is smart. All the other ones require that, but the combat exocomps do not require that. They can go out. So let's see. You've got your best one is 80% interceptor damage. So let's pop one of those.
Yeah.
You've got several of those, so we'll pop that. While we're warping, do you have the Gladius cloak?
I don't think I do.
Okay.
I don't think I do. I've been collecting. The problem was I was collecting the Centurion one, and then I got a Gladius, and I'm like, why am I collecting a cloak for the Centurion when I should start saving and collecting for the Gladius? So no, I do not have the Gladius cloak. I don't think.
So once we hop in this system, there are two hostiles in here.
Okay.
The heavies are the ones you're going to die to. Okay. You will die to a heavy transport. But you'll get lucky and find some of these lighter Klingon transports.
Yeah.
They have less weaponry. So,
And that's when you click on them and to see what their stats are.
well, not even that, but you can tell by their name. So you've got the Klingon transport.
Okay.
And then you've got the heavy Klingon transport. The heavies will.
Don't hit that.
I've
Yeah.
never noticed that before. Okay.
The heavies will do more damage.
I do strategically hit things that seem to have more resources in their cargo.
Smart.
That's called cherry picking, and that is also smart. We do that a lot. Cherry picking
Gotta make it
is
count.
yeah,
Gotta make it count.
absolutely.
You're very good.
She's playing the game really well. 50 million rep, guys. All right, she's playing. So very, very excited about that. All right, we'll pop in a second. Now there is a Eurydice crew that we could try. The Eurydice Mud crew, if she doesn't do well on this one, but I think Chen could do it,
We'll see. It depends on the level of the officers too.
which I didn't look at.
I don't know if
Not
the
maxed.
Eurydice is as high.
It should probably be a tier 1 for you for sure. But
So let's see what we've got
just
here.
go into officers and let's peep at the crew
true.
levels.
They're all upgradable though if you want to upgrade.
Good to know.
All right, so Chen is tier 5.
What? Come on, no.
Her Chen is max. She's good to go.
That can't be right.
Yeah, Pike.
You guys
uses
are making
the
me feel
captain's-
so good about
You
myself.
yeah.
really? This is a
I mean,
great
you
looking
earned it.
account.
You
This
earned
is a
it.
good
It is a
account.
good account.
All right, let's see. Where's Moreau? There's Moreau, tier 3.
Okay.
So yeah, no, that's fine. Pike, who you just need the captain's maneuver. Moreau and Chen, she's going to get maximum damage reduction and pretty good mitigation. So we'll take a look at a battle
I'm
log in a
interested.
second.
I think that this
We're gonna have
might
to-
work. It's crazy enough to work.
All right, so here's your ship. Here's a light duty Klingon transport. 24 million in power versus your 2 million power ship.
Oh my
Come
god.
on. There's no
Oh,
way.
it says very hard, but not impossible.
This is a
I
suicide
wanna see this.
mission.
It might be.
Oh, I think it
might
is.
be.
guys.
It might be. We're waiting on the ship's Wi-Fi. Okay, just
Oh,
stand
man.
by.
Thinking about it. Here we.
Come on, come on, come on, come on,
No,
come on.
I'm
You can
going
do it. You
down.
can do it.
I'm
You can
going
do it.
down.
You can do it.
You totally did it.
What?
Look at that. Look at that. You even like barely used
still
half.
level 40.
Barely
See?
half.
Oh, it
Wow.
timed out. Hold on, it timed out.
No.
Oh man.
Oh, we
We went 100 rounds.
Wow.
Okay, so we need more damage.
You only,
Yeah,
you
all
only
right.
used half of it too. Look.
Yeah,
You could almost do another
the
one.
game has an in-battle cap of 100 rounds. It means that you didn't kill it, but it didn't kill you.
Oh.
Okay.
You
I
survived.
but it didn't die.
But it didn't die. Yeah, it
Okay.
survived as well.
So what does that mean then?
That's pretty cool.
is it weakened? Can I hit it again?
It is weakened, but it took less damage than you did. And, she still has bounty hunters.
I have so many bounty hunters on me.
All right, so
And
we're
I
going to
can't
fly down here.
cloak, so.
So, let's try the Eurydice crew. Hey, what is the Eurydice crew? Bare butt.
I love these names.
I can't remember the Eurydice crew.
Is it mud?
There's a mud and
I don't think I don't know where Beverly is in terms of upgrades.
Beverly, Mud, Eurydice. Was that the transport
I
crew?
have that crew. It's here. It's Beverly, Mud, Con.
It's not
Skinny
Con.
Mud. Bev, Skinny Mud,
Skinny
Eurydice.
Skinny mud.
Well, there are two muds.
There's two Mud.
Yeah. Skinny.
Skinny Mud and Office Mud. That's what we
Okay.
call them.
Okay.
Dwight Mud.
Ah.
Shroot Mud.
Yeah.
It's definitely Crusher, Skinny Mud. I don't know about Eurydice.
I really thought
put,
Eurydice was in there.
I put Con in there.
The third one is playable, depending on the order.
Do you send your shit back?
All right.
Should I try that crew?
Yeah,
Send your
so
shit
we're
back?
gonna send it home. We're
Okay,
gonna
yeah,
repair it,
that's what I was-
and
We can speed up that repair time, no problem.
That's right. We got lots of
plenty
speed
of
ups. Lots of speed ups.
You can use your stuff.
Yep.
We're gonna
No,
see if
don't
we
do
can
it.
find. Do you have your Discovery unlocked?
Just keep hoarding.
You got Discovery.
oh,
You
yeah, I've
played
got
5
Discovery.
years. You got Discovery.
Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna summon back, save a little bit of time. Tier 6 Disco. Very nice.
Look at that ship. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
right, we're gonna
Look at all
crew-
my, what is it called? Synergy?
Yeah, synergy.
Synergy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
with
the
the double
Discovery.
and
It's,
stuff.
But
it
we're
is a
getting rid of that
beautiful
crew.
ship.
Oh,
One thing that I will say about this game is their graphics
Yeah.
are
Yeah, look at
very,
that.
very nice. All the ships, especially in dock,
beautiful.
look really, really good. So, yeah.
It does make me wish I had this on a computer.
yeah.
Well, now you can. With your Scopely ID,
Yeah.
you can log in to any... You have Windows-based or Mac?
Mac. I know. I'm sorry.
iPad can... iPad.
iPad it.
That's true. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
But, yeah, this does have a Windows client now as well. All right, so we're going to come in, and we're going to set up our awesome new Disco crew, and we'll save that for you.
Okay.
So our Disco crew is going to be Paul Stamets as captain,
Yep.
Colbert on the side, and
Another synergy.
Arium works or Giorgio works. It's Arium or Giorgio for you want for that. I usually use Arium because I don't use as much.
that's right.
You go full synergy with it.
That's right.
pick
So you would
another
want the full
option.
synergy there, either Saru or Arium, and that's going to give you your max synergy.
Okay.
Love it.
And his captain's maneuver is going to reduce the cost of your jumping and summoning.
I've
Buy
got.
the
I
green
don't.
amount?
But that's not a problem for me because I have so much jumping
She hoards.
build up.
I was going to say, once you get to the point
But if I
where
don't have to jump, I don't.
Right.
So I save it.
I have gotten to the point where I hate warp times because I'm up into like G4 and G5 space.
It takes forever.
Just, your warp time to get into this system was like 3-4 minutes.
In fact, I'll
Oh,
tell you.
I do 7 or 8 minutes.
Yeah, our warp
for
times are
things.
like
Yeah.
15, 20
Yeah.
minutes
Yeah.
for these days. So,
Wow,
yeah,
okay,
I'll
that's
do a
fair.
lot of
What
summoning.
option you're 34?
Yeah.
At your level, this is exactly what I used to Disco for because I would have to double hit or triple hit a capital ship.
Yeah.
Because you only damage it like halfway.
Yeah.
So I would damage it halfway, die on it,
Jump
and
back.
then jump straight back in,
Yeah.
and kill the other half like in seconds.
Okay.
That's what I use my jump juice, we call it for.
Right.
You're level.
Which somebody
Right,
already
yeah.
did. Somebody just flew in and took her damaged hostile. So now we
Oh.
got to start from scratch.
Okay.
So
Terrible,
those are
evil, mean people in this game.
I did all the hard work. I mean, I didn't do it. He did it, but
Yeah, Eurydice is the 55% chance when she'll go.
Okay, so there you go. Bev, Mud, Eurydice.
Bev Mud Eurydice. Okay. So we'll try that.
And keep that disco there.
Disco's at home.
Disco there.
Okay. Bev. Which mud? Skinny mud.
Skinny Mud.
And double hit.
Skinny mud.
Mustache Mud.
Mustache. I like it.
Mustache Mud.
Pirate Mud.
Pirate Mud. Yes.
Yeah. Do I not have him?
Oh, if you
I
do
might have
call,
I might have
that's
passed
fine.
too far.
She would, I don't think so.
Maybe I don't have
Free
him.
to play. Free to play.
There's Eurydice.
Yeah. I might have the biggest fail here and not have him.
All right, hang on.
It's amazing.
I don't have him.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
All right, add that to the list. We need 32 skinny mud shards. We're just going to make an inventory list for you,
Inventory
okay?
list.
We're going to make you a whale by the time this is all done, all right?
Unbeatable.
Okay.
But I don't have the other mud either.
All right, so let's check. Nope, no towel. Whew. So this, again, right here is actually one of the challenges of early level players in the game because they will grow their rep beyond a point where they can actually play and complete their dailies. So there is a benefit to kind of bringing that back down.
Okay.
You don't want to, in your heart, kill the Romulans.
No, I don't. Really don't. But I have to.
Either that or we have to become stronger in other areas of the game so that we can accomplish those goals. I would definitely recommend that we start killing the Klingons.
Less?
Which you said you were... No, Klingons more than the Feds.
No problem.
Because that will slow down your ROM rep. No problem.
So easy to say.
That'll slow down your ROM rep and build up your Fed rep so you can actually build some Federation ships too if you wanted. Okay?
I feel like this is good.
Just for you, it's okay to kill
It's
the
okay.
Klingons.
I'm sorry.
So, yeah, let's
Every
take a
Klingon
look.
out there is going to be like, we're going to find her in the game and we're going to destroy her.
The auger would be the solution to this problem.
The auger would fix this problem, so we're going to look. So she's got 50 of the 150 blueprints.
Yeah, about a third of the way there. I was right. Okay.
However,
I'm from the away team store, and I've been collecting my Romulan credits to just buy them, like buy a blueprint one by one.
Mm-hmm. Which is the exact same
Which is
way
also
that you
why
would
I don't have
grind
the
that
cloak.
out. That is exactly how you grind that out. Let's see. I was looking for your Borg refinery. Inside your Borg refinery is an extra opportunity for you to earn extra Romulan credits.
Every day.
Every single day, so that'll speed that up a little bit. You can earn more there.
I feel like, what was I spending my Borg credits on before? It was to get the things to upgrade the Borg ship.
The charged
So,
nanoprobes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, then you want to take the charged nanoprobes, put them into the Borg ship. But once
But
you
we're
get
going to
to
spend them on Romulan credits.
well,
now.
it depends on your priority, right? In
Okay.
this case, seems like the
Auger
auger
is the priority.
is the one that you would want to go with. So, yeah, we'll slow down on the Vidar and start speeding up on the Romulan credits here so you can get your auger.
The Vidar is pretty badass looking, though. It's a really cool
And
ship.
remember early in the very beginning, I told you that the Rialto was only slower than one ship in the game.
Oh, that's the one.
It's the
Really?
Vidar.
Oh.
The Vidar is it is the fastest ship in the game. And it's a great little warrior ship because it has good weaponry.
Oh.
With
Unlike the
PvP
Rialto.
with PvP combat crew. That's what you go and hunt miners with and go steal people's cargo, which will help you guys get more resources.
I always feel really guilty, though, when that's like a necessity, that you have to kill other players.
Necessity is such a strong word.
Well, no, like you get points
Yeah.
in certain
It
events
does
where you
indeed
have to
reward
PvP,
you
and I'm like,
to make other people cry.
What's
I don't like that.
Ask him his favorite part of the game.
what's your favorite part of the game?
PvP.
PvP.
Really? Attacking the bases
I
and
bet
stuff
you
too?
anything
Oh,
you've
man.
killed me
I-
before.
Maybe you're the one who blew up my base.
I steal a lot of things. All right, I'm on server 15, so I can't attack you.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I try to find people who haven't moved for a while, and I hope that they've walked away from the game, and then I
Yeah.
just kill them really quickly, and I'm like, they didn't even see it.
Yeah.
They don't even know, and then I like get out of the system before they figure it out.
Yeah. Battle logs now. What's the other one? The other ship that shows up? It's the anti-cloak research that will now show people.
Who killed them?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a lot of ways that people can find you now.
Oh, man.
What's the new ship that now lets you find people's bases?
Oh.
The NX-01. Yeah, the one that just came out will actually allow you to see into space that you haven't been able to see before. And then the
They're
Voyager.
coming for you. They're
Yeah.
The
coming for
Voyager,
you.
Voyager will actually allow you to click on a player, click a button, and it takes you directly to their base.
Whoa.
That's terrifying.
That is totally terrifying. Oh, my God.
I'm also
It's a
so
PvP
far
nightmare.
away
Yeah.
from having the Voyager. I am so
no,
far.
same.
So what's their prognosis now? What are the next steps in the game?
Next steps in the game would be definitely, as an Ops 34, which you're doing super well, your rep is great. I would slow down on the rep a little bit and kind of focus in on events, materials, and blueprints to get that auger. Because that auger is going to carry you probably through Ops 40.
42.
I would say higher than that. I don't think I built a G4 Uncommon.
I didn't. So all the way to 46.
all the way to 46.
Wow.
That next ship will
Okay.
carry
Good
you for
shape.
the next decade of ops levels in your
So
game.
the Borg Daily pull,
Borg Daily Pool.
the Borg Daily Romulan pull, and invest those credits in buying Romulan.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Or buyback.
How do you do the split? Well, you guys were talking about you can be part of two different.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Yeah. 2 different
I'll
factions.
tell you.
Yeah.
So what you're going to do is actually very simply now just start devoting all of your time towards killing the Klingons.
Oh, you
okay?
Oh, so I'm gonna do it with this. Like, how I just get my reputation down.
And you
Well,
said
no.
so she's
If
locked
you
in
don't-
for
you don't
Romulan,
wanna-
right?
you
She
don't-
won't
yeah,
lose
that's
that.
right. You're
Good.
Klingon.
Good.
Klingon hostile.
That's
you don't want to
good.
lose Klingon. I understand.
Yeah, no, I
I'll
don't.
tell you how many rep you get by killing a Klingon.
Okay.
So when you kill a Klingon
You wanna go
ship,
find my base and
you're
blow it?
positive.
No, I'm not gonna go find your base and blow it up.
I will.
I will.
When you kill the opposite faction of yours, like if you were Klingon, Dr. Noor,
Yeah.
and you killed a Klingon hostile, you'd lose
Yeah, I
40,000
remember.
rep.
I remember,
Okay,
yeah.
but you would also gain 10,000 Fed rep
Yep,
and 5,000 ROM rep.
Yep.
So for
never
you
kill
who are
Klingons.
focusing on ROM, it's okay for you to still continue going up, but you're also going to boost that Fed rep, and it's going to allow you to continue to keep your Klingons at a lower one. Now, if
So both positive, Romulan and Federation are positive gains by killing a Klingon.
Right.
That's dual faction grinding.
Which is probably why my reputation with the Federation is better than my reputation with the Klingon, but it's still terrible.
it's still low.
Like, it's still really
Borg
bad.
Daily's not to pull, because that's the other key to that.
Okay.
So inside your events tab, there are extra events which will be very, very helpful you in your daily events tab. Right here, Romulan reputation.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to enter that anymore.
See, I enter that every single time
That's
I log
why
into
you
the
have
game.
50 million. All right.
Oh.
So we'll slow down a little bit with
Okay.
that. Not
So
a big
stop that.
deal. It's not a big deal. But what we're going to want to do is actually start entering that for Federation. That'll help that come back up faster.
Okay.
She
I've been
doesn't have
doing
it
it-
because
I've been
she's
doing it-
negative.
I've been doing it mostly because then I get extra Romulan credits by doing it that I can then spend on buying Augur.
Yep.
You're clearly
Credits.
an excellent grinder. So still entering the Romulan
To my
rep event-
detriment at this point. Okay.
Well, you can still get the credits.
Yeah.
You just have to grind extra of the either the Romulans. Really, I know you don't want to kill Romulans,
I
but
really
you really
don't.
should. You really.
Will you press the button for me? Will you do it?
I'll press the button for it.
Federation.
But she really shouldn't take Rom any higher than she is now.
Well, still go back to kill the Klingons.
I only kill Klingons mostly.
And that's okay. But it's still going to keep pushing Romulan rep higher and higher.
Well, her Fed,
And then she's not going to be able to collect her dailies.
her Fed daily will keep the Romulan a little bit more level.
Yeah.
The negative,
No, it won't.
The Fed daily will have the negative Romulan.
Oh, well.
Yep, does.
Yeah, super teeny amount. So, yeah, just don't worry about the Romulans. Kill the Klingons.
Kill the Klingons.
Yeah.
Well, also most of them are battleships that where I go with the Klingons,
Mm-hmm.
and because I have an interceptor with my
You've got the triangle advantage.
Yeah.
That's right. That'll work. So yeah, do that, but that's going to boost you up in Fed, which is okay. You can build a Federation ship.
I really want to get Federation missions.
Well,
Can I do that?
yes. So
Because I think I
as
need to
you-
unlock some systems.
as you proceed and get your reputation up a little bit. It'll start unlocking some other missions for
Okay.
you. But you'll also find that as you're exploring some of these systems, and I don't know that we'll see any right here, but when you wrong one, that's Q-Strauss. When you go through your missions, again, this is one of those things where I wouldn't necessarily go through and do all of the missions that you get. So this
Okay.
is where archiving will come into play a little bit. For example, that's a Federation mission.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to do that because that's going to damage your Klingon. And actually, we do want to do the Federation ones.
Yeah.
Right.
All the Federation missions.
All the
I
Federation
want to
ones
do
now.
none of the Klingon missions.
That's
Yeah.
right. So we would.
But
That's
I've
exactly
been
right.
clearing Klingon missions lately, and that's why I'm in
Mm.
trouble. Bad girl.
Immediately.
So what we'll do is we'll archive the Klingon ones. We'll get them out of your eyesight so that you
Okay.
can't see them anymore.
Correct.
And you can just focus on the Fed ones, which the Fed ones will come in and give. That's a Section 31 mission. But the Fed ones will offer extra chunks of Federation rep.
Okay.
That will help you fast track your journey a little bit there, so you're not grinding as much. When you come up and just fly through some of this space,
Yeah.
you'll find. Let's see, where can we find? Have you cleared most of them? It looks like you've cleared most
Yeah,
of
because
them.
I collect missions and then I hoard them in that tab. So I go looking for exclamation marks.
That's what I don't see any exclamation marks. She's cleared them all.
I go collect them.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
really. That is
amazing.
amazing gameplay.
Wow.
You are much more into this game than you let on earlier. You
Well,
are,
I don't know if I think I'm a really bad player, so I didn't want to
No.
like sell it like I'm.
Great player.
I didn't want to come in and be like, I'm really good, and then you'd be like, oh, this girl's terrible.
No, you don't. You're doing pretty good. That's a pretty fantastic account. All right, what other questions do you have?
Okay, so the stuff that has to do with Voyager and going into that space, but I have this is really specific. I have one thing in particular that I don't know what it means, and it's in my mission tab.
All right, let's look.
I don't want to get the name wrong.
Action.
Axion.
All right.
I cannot figure out how or what I'm supposed to do, and I feel like I missed the introduction
missed the loop.
I missed the loop. Okay.
Yeah. So, action space is down here underneath the augment space, right in this little cluster right here.
Okay.
We do see that we've only gotten
Been to
into
one.
that one system. Action is next to impossible to do without a mantis at her ops, right?
I think I have a mantis.
So,
Yeah, Mantis?
Yeah, I think I do.
Of course she has Mantis.
You're amazing. I love this. You're amazing.
so let's. Yeah, there it is.
Peyton.
She has a mantis.
That's amazing.
You know what?
Because you
Why I'm
collect
so
ships.
embarrassed?
As
She
you
came
said.
out. No, listen. She came out on day one and says, "I'm a huge nerd," and we were like,
No one believes me.
Oh my god.
"But yeah, I believe it now." She has a
That's
mantis.
amazing.
All right. So, mantis, same kind of thing. It's a part of a loop. You're going to come into this system.
I mean, she'd be a Commodore in my alliance. I don't know.
You'll come in here and you kill these hostiles. All right, these are the Axion hostiles.
Is my mantis strong enough to do that?
I think so.
That's another good crew question.
Okay.
Because, again, there are two hostiles in there. There's the Interceptor hostile,
Okay.
which are what you want to kill.
Right.
And then there's, I think, the Explorers, which you don't want to waste your time with.
Nah, with the mantis you have to because they have those extra exos. You have to get the exos.
What tiers are Mantis?
Tier 1.
Ah.
So let's.
Do I have the ability to upgrade? It's green.
Maybe. And this is all
Go for it.
common, so we can do it.
Yeah, go for it. I just save it for if I can get anything, but I won't get anything for any of that stuff anyway.
So we're not going to tier it up, but we can do some extra strength, and we'll boost this up just a little
Also,
bit.
I have lots of latinum, so go crazy.
No, I'm not going to spend your latinum on that.
I don't mind.
What is it, 1,000 for that?
Yeah, I'm going to leave that alone.
Okay.
You hoard Latinum too?
Yeah.
Oh, totally same.
All right, so we're
I
going
have
to.
111,000 latinum.
Whoa! Holy moly! And not raw
But maybe
Latinum.
that's
You're talking
maybe
about like
that's
the good
low.
Latinum.
You probably have like 500,000
No,
latinum.
not at all. Not at all.
Absolutely
So I got a
will.
bunch of raw, but remember, I don't have the Ferengi ship.
Oh, you don't have the friendship
No, so I've
yet.
just been mining with my stupid ship,
No,
so it takes forever.
That's so
it goes there for like
slow.
days.
Why don't you have the Ferengi ship?
I think I missed something where they had a special for getting it.
Yeah.
So I've just been doing it
Just
the
doing
super
the
slow.
super slow way.
So I put it there, and then like 4 days later, I'm like, okay,
I think
pull
I
it back.
prioritized getting the Vidor at one point, and once I got it, I couldn't believe how fast it is. Like they
Yeah, that
clear,
was crazy.
It clears a node, and mine does it in like
Seconds.
Wow.
Okay, we're not there yet, but like,
Wow.
I mean, 18 minutes, and the
Wow.
node's empty
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, it will get to a point where you can mine
in seconds.
millions
Like
per.
it's-
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
It's a
That's
different
why I
world,
was telling
yeah.
you the other
Yeah.
day. I only do it like on Mondays.
Yeah,
Because just doing that event on Monday
Yeah, no.
is enough latinum for me to keep for an entire week.
What is it? I send what is this ship called? This is the guy I send over to mine the Latinum.
No,
It takes forever.
Oh, it's a little guy.
Yeah.
That's the fortunate.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
You're mining latinum with the fortunate.
Yep.
We'll all be dead.
All right, Beck, we need to get Dr. Noor a Devore, please.
Yeah.
Okay, that's next step.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna do that. All right.
it. It's literally like there for 3 or 4 days. and then
For
comes
days,
back.
yeah. And you're lucky if you haven't been killed in the
Yeah,
meantime,
yep.
just because somebody's like, "Oh, look at that little fortunate."
Yeah, yeah. I think they take pity on it sometimes.
Just giving you an Uber home, a quick ride home.
Yep.
We're flying to action space now, and we put the same Pike Monroe Chang crew on your
Mantis.
Mantis.
Mm-hmm. So in Manta Space, there's actually a couple of different hostiles. The Interceptors have all the loot. All right, that's what we're actually wanting. That's the stuff that we're going to refine for the rewards of this loot. But the explorers,
Which is one of the things that I also didn't understand. So this is really helpful.
So with the Axion hostiles, there
Yep.
are explorers and interceptors. Interceptors are your big loot ones.
Okay.
They're called Apex. But the Chrysalis ones are what you have to kind of start with. They pay much less loot, but they're also easier to kill.
Easier to kill.
But there are some in here that have bonus exos built into them. All right. And these bonus exos will give you buffs against the Apex.
Okay.
So, for example, the most important one, in my opinion, is crit chance, which I don't see one.
Percentage icons. See how they have little icons next to the name?
Yeah.
Some of them do? Those are the ones with the exocomps. So he's looking for one that has a percentage next to the name.
Oh, okay.
So that one is for damage. I don't see one. Did we just fly into space that doesn't have one? That's terrible.
Well, we'll kill
We'll
the
try.
others. Then it'll
We'll try to. Yeah. We'll try to refresh.
Does that work? It
So-
changes the.
Sometimes. Yeah, look, right here. We just got one. So that one has a fireball on it. See it?
Yeah.
The fireball gives you extra shots.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
So
Quickly
that.
so she sees how she moves.
So yeah, the
Yeah.
fireball right here, it gains one shot per round.
Okay.
And it lasts for 5 minutes. So
5
that
minutes
gives
after you kill it.
Yeah, once
Okay.
you kill this, it automatically pops for 5 minutes and then allows you to come in and be able to kill some of the other ones faster. And right here, there's the other one, percentage. It gains 100% critical chance, which basically means all of your shots are going to be crits.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay? Which probably means we could have done like a Lorca on the bridge. Do you have Lorca?
No.
No, okay. Lorca is one of the hardest officers in the game to get, so... She's probably got... No, the Mantis is not level 5 yet, so she has no below-deck spots. We could look at a Gorkon crew in a second, but I still think that Chen will probably do okay, especially if we start with 100% crit chance and then go and
We're
get our
under a
extra
minute
shots.
to get into space. This is good.
The idea is to hit all three, one of each of those three.
with
in
the
one
symbols.
go?
Yeah, you're going to hit the percentage one, then you're going to
Okay.
hit the second one, then you're going to throw it. So you'll have all three exos running at the same time.
Okay.
Then we're going to womp the interceptors and just.
Yeah, so we're going to hit this one first
Okay.
with the crit chance, which we should be able to take out pretty
Watch
easily.
me die immediately.
You are not gonna die
I don't believe
immediately.
it. I don't believe it.
I mean, I was nowhere near 9 million power at Ops 34. You're doing a very good job.
This is a well-developed account.
It certainly is. This
No,
is-
it's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
impressive. It's very impressive. I keep looking like, man, mine's pathetic.
No, it really isn't. Look at all your speed ups.
Yeah, well, that's true. I do have speed ups.
Your speed ups.
Yeah.
All right, so you killed it. Yep, you won.
Nice.
How much damage did I take?
You
Nothing.
took
Okay.
very little damage. So now you have an XL.
Oh, yeah, it's like negligible.
All right.
Now we're going
So
to
I
pop
want
this next one.
the fire.
Yep, and it's going to give you double shots at full critical.
Okay.
Now, Griffin is a fan of getting all three of them.
I'm actually maxed on my Mantis.
I don't particularly care about this one, but it's probably helpful.
I think at this point she's going to destroy these. We probably could have taken her to a higher level.
Agreed.
In action space.
So
Let's hit an interceptor.
yeah, so now you've got two exos running. You see, you've got your bonus plus one.
Yep.
You've got two exos running. So now we're going to come over here.
There's
We're going
the
to try one of the
interceptor, yeah.
Apex. And you can see out of killing those two hostiles, we've gotten a total of 233 venom out of the two hostiles. But
Yeah.
this hostile right here is carrying 600 just in
Oh.
one.
Okay.
And you're going to kill it.
And we're going to spend the next 5 minutes going interceptor.
Interceptor.
Yeah.
Killing all the interceptors until your buffs run
And
out.
you're going to hold so much of this.
So
crap.
much. Oh, I'm so excited.
This is awesome.
Yeah, I never would have figured this out.
Which speaks to the fact that we really have got to start working on better in-game education. We've talked
Yeah.
a lot about this, about the interstitials.
So you
and
nailed that. See?
Yeah, so
and how
you've
much
got-
does she have now?
So now she's going to be sitting probably at like 864 loot. And you got 600 of that off just that one
Just
hostile.
that one interceptor.
So we're just going to keep killing interceptors
Now go to
until...
the ship, yeah, show her. See there, you can see how much time you have left. It's like a
Yes, yes.
countdown clock there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, to be fair, I'm not the best learner with
No,
Like
this
the
But
new
there's
stuff.
this is something a lot of players have talked about, because if you miss the active loop, you miss the
Yep,
Devore.
yep.
There's very little in the game that can bring players back around
That's
and
right. That's what
explain what
happened.
you've missed.
Yeah.
catch up mechanic.
right.
Yeah.
Other than content.
I remember when it happened, but it was I wasn't playing actively right then, and then it was gone. It was
And then
like,
it's
well,
gone.
Yeah.
You're on to the next, yeah.
So we're going to keep doing that. You're going to get probably 10 to 12 apexes, which means you should be able to come home with like 4,000 or 5,000 loot.
And that
Wow.
loot is going to help me upgrade my Mantis?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
1000%.
inside this refinery, you've got the Mantis tab, and inside here, it's going to give you the redemptions for the ship parts. So this will help you upgrade the ship.
Okay.
There's also research for the Mantis, and this is the particle that lets you do extra research.
Okay.
And
I don't need that because I can get one of those a day if I just wait.
yes, but this is significantly faster. It's
Yes,
worth-
but I can grind.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
Grind.
I sympathize with this. Very much so. I sympathize.
Eventually, you'll get to a point where you
Yeah.
will be able to do multiple of these in a day because you'll be able to
Really?
get that much
Oh.
loot.
Oh,
Like,
that'd
right
be
Wow.
now, we're only at like level 33 or something.
Yeah.
We can probably take you up to 36.
I don't know.
So-
She's losing probably about 8 to 10% per hostile, so that's probably about right. At a tier 1
Okay.
level
Yeah.
5. Yeah. But as soon as we die, we'll be able to go home, do some refines, and probably be able to get you to another tier.
It's so funny. I was apprehensive about like going up in level because I thought that was what was making my daily.
It's your
Yes,
rev.
yes.
Go
I had exactly
up.
the same thing.
So that's why I was
I've
like,
been
oh, I
level
don't
25
actually
forever
wanna-
because I'm like, I don't want to go up because I don't want it to get too
yeah.
hard.
So it's
Yeah.
reputation.
Yeah.
It's the rep.
Ah, I see. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Not
it's
exactly the same. I've been
reputation.
able to upgrade forever, and I just have not been. I'm like, nope.
Which
Build up and get
sadly
stronger.
just makes me go, oh, you mean I can just keep making my reputation stronger? No, stop it.
Yes,
Stop it.
you can. And that's why I say, like, there is kind
Stop.
of a point where it's ideal to pause for a minute, right?
Right.
Yeah,
And you can work on another rep, or you can just not do rep grind. There are players out there who just don't do rep grind, but then it slows down their acquisition of the credits, and
Yeah.
you're trying to build ships.
Right.
And
Another interceptor. So now we're probably at a couple thousand loot by now. We're close to it. And you need 3,000 to pull a parts chest to upgrade the Mantis.
Okay.
so she's at 35.
Oh, nice.
Like I said, we'll probably go home
You can already
with,
pull one then when it comes back.
and that'll get you parts that we can then use to upgrade the ship and make it stronger as well as time
Well,
goes
I
on.
need, but I'll probably need to do this several times to get the parts in order to go up, or I'm at such a low level.
It depends on what kind of grinder you want to be, because if you go back to that refinery DJs, there are 2 chest pull options that you
Yeah.
can do once per day.
Okay.
You can click on Mantis and click on the ship parts for the Mantis, and you can either buy 1 chest for 3,000 or 2 chests for 15,000.
And
No,
we
we're
always do
just
the
talking-
low.
We always do the low one.
We always do the
I'm-
low.
So there are 2 schools of thought on that. I like the more cost-efficient one,
Yes.
but there are players out
I'll pull
there.
15.
Yeah, but
Except
maybe-
when there's the
He'll-
special.
Except
when
when,
there's
Yeah.
the
when the
special.
special's running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll,
the
some
same.
players will do that just to make it go faster.
Yeah.
This game has that pay to accelerate model, right? So like it's going to cost you more in grind, more in time,
Yep.
but you can achieve things faster, or you can do it slow and steady. I like the slow and steady a
Slow
little
and
bit.
steady.
Steady.
The grind.
Very fast and furious.
Yep. Understood.
Do the grind and pull the parts, because you're going to find that Mantis will upgrade very quickly in terms of what you can hit.
It
Right.
will.
Okay.
Instead of hitting 600 at a time, you'll be getting 8,000 at a time.
Oh,
Now,
wow.
one thing to note is that now our exos have run out, right? So instead of continuing to hit these, I'm probably going to just go ahead and come home, because if we hit one
And
without
die,
the
Yeah.
exos,
Yeah, and I might lose. I've
You
got
won't
stuff,
lose what you've collected.
but only in the green, right?
So, common myth in this game: protected cargo is
Yeah.
only lost in PvP.
Really?
Die on the
Yes.
red, you keep all your stuff.
I did not know this
Yes.
either.
So here, we'll show this to you. This is cool
I
science.
totally thought that was
I'm
4187?
learning so much about a game I've been
Wow.
playing for 5 years. Yep.
So we'll come into your inventory tab here, where we will
Oh my god!
find.
I totally thought you lost it all the time. Oh my god!
So
I
it,
did too.
it would be lost in PvP,
I
but in
understand.
PvE against a red, you get to come home with
But
it.
we don't have that problem because we don't hit other players because
That's
we're
right.
nice.
Yep.
You're not going to find action in there because she has none. I bet.
No, she had some.
Did she?
Yeah. I just don't remember.
my
I think it's
gosh.
under the materials tab, actually.
It's so funny. We've been playing so similar.
Here we go. So you got 415 Axion Venom, all right? And we know that we're carrying 4187. So
4,500 is what you should have.
okay, so let's die on an Apex.
I like there was a part of me that was like, no, I'll lose my cargo.
I know.
I'm learning.
So in your cargo, if we didn't lose it, you would only bring home 1,000. That's
Right.
your protected. But since we're carrying 4,000 and we had 400 in the inventory, we'll be able to show you that dying on a red will actually allow you to keep everything. You don't lose unless it's to another player.
Yeah, we're sitting here like, prove it.
I love
Now
that.
watch, Scopely patched this last week,
Yeah,
and I'll be like,
exactly.
damn it.
Oh my gosh.
There are two ways to learn about things like this. One is asking your alliance mates, which you don't have. And the other is finding a content creator channel like ours, where we actually have videos on all these loops in like 10 minutes of exactly how to do them all.
How to do it.
Yeah.
So like, if you want to learn more about the DeVore, you can pop up that YouTube, and in one video you'll learn how to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, you actually killed that ship.
No, I didn't.
You did, without any exos.
I'm not saying.
That's amazing.
Get one, just get a diamond.
Okay.
And right now you're carrying what?
So now 48. The next one should kill us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Actually, I don't know. It's a diamond, so no, it's an explorer.
you're right there.
She'll survive.
One or the other.
She's going to survive 2 or 3 more of these. Because you have a very well-developed account.
Well, we haven't
I was trying to get to 6,000 because then I could open 2 chests, right?
And you did it. So one more. What are we at now on loot?
5,000.
$49.99. So that means that you'll have around 5,500 loot.
5,500. Okay.
Instead of the 460 that you have now.
She killed that one, too.
Oh my God.
Did. What is happening?
You can't die.
Just limping
It's the
along.
strength of the Romulans, all right?
So we're at what now?
Can't kill us.
What loot do you have now?
5,100. Because we're doing
Yep.
Chrysalis and not Apex.
Oh, look, you picked up a buff too.
Yeah, I
running
saw
with
that.
an exo now.
It was the damage. She killed that one, too.
Oh my God.
See, you're stronger than you think.
I am
Just
stronger
gonna
than
wipe
I
out
think.
the whole
Yeah.
system here. Nothing's left.
When you do clear and grind a system
Yeah.
like that, that's when going to Galaxy and popping back in
Yeah.
will actually help you respawn the spawn points and get you extra exos. See how many more hostiles showed up now, all
Yeah.
with fresh exos.
Okay, now she's dead.
Yeah, you lost that one. Okay.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
we'll come back into our inventory tab. Actually, we don't even need to go there. We'll go to your Mantis tab. And we'll see that you now have 5,600. So you kept every ounce of it. All right?
Wow.
And that will allow you to buy parts.
Yep.
Which we will do. That give you another 150 parts for us to put into another component. And was there something else you said you wanted? Did you want to buy research?
Well, I don't think I have enough.
No, not yet. We got to make another run. So we'll repair the ship.
Don't use any speed ups. Just kidding.
You can use all the speed ups you
I'm
want.
kidding.
So doing that did 2 things. Number 1, you kept all your resources.
Yeah.
Number 2, you don't have to wait for the warp ride home.
Yeah.
So we call
True.
that like a free taxi
true.
home.
Yep,
Sign
that's
on
the
around.
Uber.
That's a good
All
point.
And now you've got a new green arrow,
Ooh, we can upgrade something.
which means we can come through, and you've got enough XP
Yeah.
now. So now you can unlock a lower deck ability. You get extra hull. So let's see what we're going to put down here.
That Uber thing is so useful because there's so many times I'd be like limping
It
back.
takes
I know,
time.
I know.
Yeah, it takes time. Let's go with super big stat officer.
You notice I started repair on one of my ships right when we got up here, and it's still repairing.
It's still repairing.
So I'm like, you know
But
what?
You're like, but I'm not going to spend.
Yeah,
I'm not
no,
going to spend the
it's
speed up.
good.
Grush is probably good there. Now I want to look at. You have 5 of 11.
Oh, I don't know.
Borg Jayla.
Borg Jayla.
Let's see if we can do a little bit with some loot.
The cool thing about this officer that he's looking for
Yeah.
is it increases the amount of loot you acquire by killing hostiles. By
Got it. Okay.
So no
that
Borg
speeds up your
Jayla
runs.
yet. Work on that.
Obviously, no doctor.
No doctor.
No Galinar.
No Galinar.
I feel like I'm missing a lot of people.
We're missing a
well,
few.
You can look at a big empty one here.
We're missing a few, but I mean, you have the core functional officers. Like I said,
Yeah.
this particular crew set, the Pike Moro-Chen, will be what you grind with 98% of the time.
Okay.
Because it just extends battle.
It's
And
very overpowered.
Yeah.
Crew together.
Okay.
Yeah, actually,
We need to make that your crew as well.
Yeah, I don't even know if I have them
we'll
all.
set you up with a crew preset. All right, so that's the
I
Mantis
might be still
loop.
using Instructor Spock. No, I'm
What
just kidding. No, I'm
else?
not. I'm just kidding.
I love that you're learning about this right now. This is fantastic. I'm geeking out over here. What else about the game do you have questions with? Or is this enough for you to digest right now until we meet again?
I mean, if you would explain, I've tried to figure it out, but the thing that looks like a tree.
Grab the
How do I?
Yeah, right here. What, Fleet Commanders? Possibly?
Yeah, yes. Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
Fleet Commanders are essentially additional sets of research.
Okay.
All right. By recruiting these Fleet Commanders,
think I have
they
that.
come in and you put them into a slot. They have skills. In other games, this would be like extra artifacts or swords, gems, something like that. They allow you to come in and provide you additional buffs. So, for example, you have one of the best ones, Spock.
Oh, she's a minor.
For a grinder and a miner, Spock, as we have
That's completely
recommended.
by accident. I just like Spock.
Spock is a great character. Spock makes things cheaper.
He's close to Romulan.
to
He's as close as I can.
That's right, they're cousins. So Spock makes things cheaper to research and build and upgrade because he's more intelligent and has a greater engineering background. So to have him here, for example, a building might cost 100,000 steel without him, but with him it might be 75,000 steel.
Okay.
Makes it significantly cheaper. All of these different skill sets offer you different things. Like here's construction speed. Spock is built around research and building. You can earn other officers, like in that daily chest, you can earn shards for Kirk.
Okay.
Which I'll show you where that is.
I got plenty of chests to claim.
So, yes, you do have a lot of chests to claim. In your building resources tab here, Fleet Commander materials, if you go in here, this will give you the opportunity to earn extra shards. Now, we didn't get any this time, but sometimes you would get Kirk shards show up in here, and that would give you an opportunity at a
Okay.
second Fleet Commander. The other Fleet Commanders are grindable in other areas of the game. For example, Locutus is grindable in incursions. That's right. And 7 of 9 is available in incursions as well now. So the only one that's not grindable at this point is Sloan.
Incursions is a once-a-month event that's server versus server. So your server might fight your server.
No.
As a matter of fact,
Right.
let me look
But
and
if
see
you're not
what-
in an alliance,
You're still participating.
You're still
you can still, you
participating.
can
You're
still
just-
participate, yep. As a matter of fact,
But it doesn't give you an opportunity to cross.
so here's
One
the
day a
schedule.
month where you can, that's it. Just-
But we can't cross servers, though.
Correct.
Ah, shoot.
Not to like routinely play with someone else,
Yeah.
but yeah, you will be able to play against other players on incursion day. So
I won't hit you.
No, thank you.
For example, here's the
You might be stronger
schedule
than I. Actually, I know you're
matchup.
stronger than me.
Here's the schedule matchup for, and
Yeah.
actually incursions is tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
By the time you guys watch this, it won't be tomorrow, but
Yeah.
on Friday. So, without revealing server numbers, or if we were to, we would want to change your names. But there
Yeah,
is
that's
where
mine.
you're playing.
Yep.
That's mine.
I see
and
mine.
you're playing right
Yep.
there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and that happens once a month, and that's when the two servers get together and just
Duke it
destroy each other
Yeah.
and raid and steal all their stuff and plunder everything.
Do you think there'll ever be a time where they let people cross servers, or do you think that's just never going to happen?
out. We don't know. We can't answer that.
I can't answer that question. No. They allow.
It's a hard maybe.
Yeah.
They allow brand new players to cross over before they hit Ops 12.
Okay.
So, like, if you just joined the game and then you wanted to play with friends or family member, then you
Yeah.
can join on before you are a force to be reckoned with. Let's look at you, for example.
Yeah.
Your account is really well developed, more than you thought, right?
Yeah.
So, if you
Much more than I
and
thought.
100 of your friends decided to all go and invade one server,
Yeah.
you would ruin it, right? If you were a PvP player.
Okay.
Right? So you
Which
would,
I'm not.
You would have the possibility that you could stack and load a server to where it's not an enjoyable experience for
I
other
see,
players.
I see.
So it is something that Scopely has been approached with many times in the past, and it's always been one of those scary kind of things because at the same time as it would be good to be able to play with your friends, it could also
Also
be really
decimate.
easily
Yeah.
exploitable.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
understand that.
having people kind of gang up, and because just like we've seen on this boat, like this is a very community oriented game.
Yeah.
People communicate on Discord, and we've got something like 20,000 people that listen
Yeah.
and watch our show from all the servers.
Mm-hmm.
So if you took like the most powerful players from every server and then just crashed them in on one, it would ruin the gameplay for free to play and,
Yeah.
and things like that. So
What if you
it's
took a
it's tricky
6-month
thing.
oath of not attacking anybody?
That would so be held up, right? Hey, Wardon, will you pledge 6 months not to attack my base? That's why I'm a PvPer.
I was going to say, you're not going to last a day.
Yeah.
No, I am constantly murder, death, kill. I get killed all the time. No. As soon as my shield falls, I got 10 minutes, and then
man.
somebody hits me. So, but yes, fleet commanders are earned through different events and through the shard pools and everything. And as you get more of them, you'll be able to swap them out. This little button right here would allow you to take Spock out of the commander seat and put somebody else in so you can get their benefits.
Right, but I'm not, none of them are available to me yet, right?
But that's
Spock is
correct.
Great for your style of play. So focus on Spock.
Great.
For sure. The next one, ironically, will be Kirk,
Okay.
which is also grindable free to play. So
Great.
that's also a really good one. And you can earn extra commander slots as well through your syndicate, all right, which is what you've been grinding out there. So as
Slow
you
and steady with the syndicate.
as you get more, then you can do that, and you can also flip flop them around. So like if you've got Spock while you're doing a lot of research and building, but then you want Kirk when you're grinding,
Yeah.
'cause Kirk is an excellent hostile killer,
Okay.
so you can just swap them out. All
Okay.
right? And you'll get the benefits of those commanders while they're in the fleet commander chair.
I still can't believe I killed a 49.
That's
or
amazing.
I survived a 49.
Yeah.
You did survive a 49.
I didn't
That's
kill it,
very
but I
impressive.
survived it.
Yeah.
Still think you're not a very good player.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, man.
Nah, she's looking good, right?
Yeah.
She's good
a
at
rock
count.
star.
I need to up my player game. Like I need more characters. I need more people.
Officers are definitely a thing. That is something in this game that can really often be overlooked because, especially for newer players who fast track their account, who might spend a little bit of money and take themselves up to Ops 30 really quick, but then they don't have the officers to back it up, and they don't have the strength
Right.
of ship and the research and all that. So it's
This is
really,
part
really
of why I've been stalling, too. So I want to upgrade my officers.
Best officer you can, which is Chen.
That
Chen
was
is a-
completely by luck.
Oh, interesting.
Chen is a
So
great
Chen's the best
officer.
one.
You're like, I'm going to do that right now.
Yeah, that's totally what I'm going to look up right now. See where Chen is. How do you sort by name?
Get
take
my
it by
auger.
name.
Okay.
Look at your research.
What? Her research is good too?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. We're maxed on a lot of stuff.
Hope you had
We're
a
maxed on a
wonderful
lot of
day
stuff.
at sea. A great final day on Star Trek
Hey.
Cruise 7. And we have some great things coming up.
You've
this
been holding
week.
out.
You've been holding out.
few
Look at all
minutes.
this. Max,
Regarding
max,
the charity
max,
auction
max,
this morning,
max,
there are a
max.
couple guests out there that did not claim their winning bid.
But I'm not
item from
doing
the charity
anything
auction. If
that
you want
costs
the signed
money.
Uncommon crystal.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
and that's brilliant. No, that's
I
exactly
need
the right
the
way to play it.
uncommon crystal.
Very smart way to play.
Starship one. So there's a mantis section in here. Talk
Right
about
here.
Mantis once you get there.
Yeah.
Also,
That's
with
gonna
tomorrow
help
being
you
disembarkation, if you have any
with,
last-minute
killing
questions
those
about the
hostiles
disembarkation process,
faster
just visit
and
the Royal
increasing
Caribbean Guest Service Desk on deck
the
number
capacity
5.
that you can carry on
Then
the
for some
ship.
of the events
So
starting
keep
very
an eye on
soon
that
at
Starship
5
stat
o'clock,
too.
it's
Okay.
in the hot seat with Connor Trenier and special guest Max Credenchik. That'll be
Yeah, as you get those
forward
research
in just a few
particles, you'll
minutes.
come in here
For
and
showtime tonight, it is the Star
These
Trek
are-
Cruise variety show.
these will help your
Featuring
mantis out a
some of
lot.
your favorite actors
Okay.
coming back for one more performance, and the blue card show will be 6:30 as usual, and then 9 o'clock for those with red cards.
so you did
We have
good
a
while your
couple more
alliance
sessions
had you,
of
then they
trivia,
kicked you
Star
out.
Yeah.
Trek Trivia tonight.
Yeah.
The first of which is at 7:30 with special guest Eugene Cordero, and that's in 5.
Your research is
And the second
impressive.
one will be
Yeah?
at 9 o'clock
It really
with
is.
special guest Gabrielle Ruiz in 5 forward as well.
Yeah,
And for
absolutely.
you karaoke singers out
Ah,
there.
Look at
Max,
this!
Max,
Travis's
Max, Max,
karaoke
Max.
party with Connor Trenier
Okay.
and Anthony Montgomery
Okay.
will be 10 o'clock to midnight in 5.
Damn.
Rockstar.
Yeah.
Rockstar.
You doing all right?
Yeah.
This is pretty good.
Thank you.
Man, she'd be a real strong PvP player.
No, but I don't like PvP or hitting Romulans.
Love it.
And then just one more reminder that only one more hour is the Entertainment Cruise Productions' next cruise lounge going to be open. They're only open for one more hour, so if you'd like to get in there and reserve your spot for next year to take advantage of the lowest prices and the perks.
This is
we'd
the
love to have
research
you for
tree
another
that
incredible voyage in
benefits
2025.
Stella.
Again,
So when
Right.
you scrap Stella, it gives you those particles, and then so you've done pretty good in this tree too. But there are more that require
It's the
the,
things I can never get the little butterfly wings.
these. That's from scrapping the Stella.
So I'm like, I want to get it, but I'm like, I have to scrap the Stella to do it, but I don't want to. It's like this bad.
Just remember, when you scrap a Stella, you automatically get all the blueprints you need to rebuild the Stella right away.
Okay.
But you
But
have
then
to
I
go
gotta
through.
build
You
it
got to build it
back
back
up
up
again.
Yeah, that's what's so painful about that loop, right?
Right.
Like I did. I believed in it, and I pushed it, and I maxed it, and I maxed it 14 times. It was a super long grind, and it was probably worth it in the end. But it's super painful.
And we're
Yeah.
It's a
forgetting
really tough
The
grind.
secret to truly being successful there is actually to have 2 Stellas. And the way that you accomplish that is at the end of every arc. Like right now, we're in the Enterprise arc,
Okay.
the Scott Bakula Enterprise arc.
Okay.
That'll go who knows how many months. 2, 3, 4,
Super
5.
secret special hint. March is the last month, and there will be an event store.
There you go.
Ooh.
So at the end of every arc, next month is one, there will be an event store that will have blueprints for the specialty ships like this ship here.
And the Devore. You'll be able to buy Devore
Oh man, that would be
Now,
amazing.
by
with event store
Acquire.
currency.
Yeah,
Acquire. Sorry.
No,
My
exactly.
apologies.
Exactly.
Bye.
Exactly.
You do events, you acquire what you
Yeah,
need
yeah.
to buy a second Stella.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then what happens is you build one up and you just keep it there. And then you use that second Stella to recycle.
to scrap and recycle.
Yeah.
Okay.
That way you keep up with
Yeah,
the
we've
with the
never
big
known
one.
about this whole recycling.
Yeah, and so I apologize. Buying in an event store month, everything that you're earning is basically event store loot or currency,
Got
and
it.
then they open up like a gift shop at the end, and you just go in and buy whatever you want with what you've earned throughout the month.
I wonder.
Redeem what you want.
Yeah, I wonder how many what my blueprints are for the Stella now,
Let's check.
because I think I
Well,
didn't even consider getting a second Stella. I don't think I.
So you won't have any extra.
I won't have any extra.
Yeah, so you'll need to buy 100.
Who knows? She might have bought some in an event store. Nothing surprises me about this.
Right
account.
there.
Zero.
So no, there's
I have
zero.
zero.
Okay.
So yeah, you would need to buy
Okay.
a fresh 100 in the next event store, but doing that, and that won't be a ton of loot because the Stella is an inexpensive ship.
Okay.
So getting into that loop with a second Stella would be great. Fortunately, the Devore is one of the cheapest ships in the
Okay.
event store.
Hey.
Well, I have 2 of the 120 blueprints available.
Yeah, you will
I'm
easily.
mining 15 an hour. For
That'll
You'll
take
be
me a
able to
while.
pick up that Devore in the next event store.
So close.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, I love this, you guys. I have so enjoyed
This
this.
is very fun. I learned a lot.
Super
Thank you
fun.
for sharing your account.
Oh, hey.
Yeah,
I
what
feel
a
like
great
I
looking
feel like I
account.
hogged them though.
No, this
Like,
is great. No, this is what I wanted.
I got all the benefits.
Yeah.
You have any other questions for your account?
Probably, but I can't remember any, and I do want to make sure I retain everything that you guys told me.
So what we should do is schedule a time to follow up with these two.
Yeah.
On Twitch or on Zoom, and
call
we will
comments.
we
Okay.
will continue working you guys up with your
Yeah.
accounts and seeing what we can do to help
See if,
you
I,
guys advance.
see if I have
in
a
the game.
Devore by then.
You'll have a Devore in like
Surely.
a day. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it. All right, I'm just going to dump it in there for you.
and
all
it's
right?
going to change your life. It's going to change.
I bet. It's been
You'll be
so
happy. You'll
slow.
be swimming in laughter
This is
like,
so- I spent like 3 days and I have not enough to refine. And then I send it out again.
No,
And then
yeah.
3 more days.
We're gonna have to help you out, buddy. We're going to take
I've
care
been
of that.
grinding with it.
Guys, an absolute amazing segment. The Q&A on STFC with our very special guest, Dr. Mohamed Noor and Peyton List from Picard Season 1. You guys can check them both out with links down in the video description below about what they've done in the Star Trek universe and why we are so happy to have them here today and so thrilled to be able to follow up with them in a couple months. Real quick, you are booked for next year's cruise.
I am.
Peyton, I haven't seen your name on the list.
If I'm invited, I'm here.
Woo!
All right,
I will be
listen,
here.
I'll invite
we're
you.
going to have to make
Bells
this
on.
work, okay?
Bells on.
All right, real quick, just super fast before we go. This year's cruise, Star Trek Cruise 7, I know we've all had a really great time.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
If you were going to say any one thing to the 20,000 people that are watching you right now, what is the one thing that you would say is the most awesome thing about your experience this year on this ship?
First.
No, you go first.
Uh,
You're the veteran.
The most awesome thing. I mean, honestly, it's the people. I mean, everybody here is so friendly, so excited, so accepting, so just wonderful. I mean, like it's all about the people.
It's been a lot of fun, and
Yeah.
I think for me, just kind of bumping into people like
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah.
in the hall,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
this whole thing
I mean, we
today
just
was
met.
like, I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
this is great. Just kind of accidentally meeting the people who bring our favorite properties to life, and like they are just as excited about bringing it to life as we are about watching them bring it to life. It's been really, really cool. What about you, Peyton?
I mean, the people. If I had to say a second thing, probably the variety of things to explore and do within sort of the Star Trek world, because there's not one thing you love about Star Trek. It's it's so many different things. It's the science aspect. It's like the human aspect,
Yay,
and like
science!
how you deal with things, and how like people reconcile overcoming issues and hurdles and stuff like that. There's just so many different things. You can go to like the science seminars, and you can like meet the actors, and you can talk to like Gates's thing where she was talking about how she directed an episode, and there's just so many different ways to explore the Star Trek world. And I just love that. And there's just not enough hours in the day.
Yeah.
There
Like
is
the
not.
biggest
That's
really
complaint
not.
is that everyone's
Really
just
not.
like, I didn't get to half of the things I wanted to do because
I
there's
know.
so many things to do.
I've missed stuff this week too that we've wanted to get to, but we have had such a wonderful time, and we hope that we have brought you guys enough for you to be enticed to visit startrekthecruise.com and book your tickets coming up on March 12th. Book your staterooms for next year's trip, porting out of Miami on February 25th or 3rd. Yeah, February 25th. Visit startrekthecruise.com for your information, and tickets become available on March 12th. You guys be sure to go and check that out. In the
It's like
meantime,
Belize City, Cozumel. I forget what the other ports were.
yeah, Costa Maya.
Costa
That's
Maya.
it. That's
Yeah, yeah.
right. So you guys could be joining us next year. We've already booked our spots, and we look forward to seeing you guys here for our community meetup next year. In the meantime, for this episode, I would like to say a very special thank you again to our special guests, Dr. Mohamed Noor and Peyton List from Star Trek's Picard Season 1. She's the big baddie and does an excellent job. You had mentioned in your panel you play villains. Like, everyone always asks you to play villains.
I'm playing
You're
a lot of villains lately.
Great villain, too.
But I don't play PvP, and I don't hit Romulan ships.
Ironic.
It just shows she's an awesome actress. That's all it shows.
There you
She's
go.
an awesome actress.
Depth right there. All right.
Yeah.
Guys, listen, thank you so very much. Live long and prosper. We'll catch you on the next one. All right. Pieces.